It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
Good evening, model citizens. Welcome to Humanity Junction. My name is Heath, and this is Modeling Monday. You can see I got some trains running behind me. Hopefully they'll keep running as we watch some of the live streams that are in our community. And as usual, if you want to get on the list, send us an email. But while we're waiting, let's see who is here tonight. I am going to, real quick, I am going to build this doghouse today. If we get through the doghouse, I'll start this open storage shed, but something tells me this doghouse is going to be interesting. But let's see, tonight, we've got Adam Cruz is here. We've got Andrew Estep in the house. We've got Artie Zero from Austin America Model Railroading. Cameron from Caboose 121 is here. Creepy 013 in the house. Dragon Lover 68 is here. Dwight Curley in the house. Ethan Armitage is here. We've got Frank, Steeler Fan 820. We've got JD Grandpa Rails. We've got Tim Tedesco in the house. John Train BFGR is here. Ken Amos Jr. B&O 51 in the house. We've got Greg from Midsummer N Scale. We've got Andrew from Mr. Pictovids here. We've got John from Mystic Southern Railway. Norman Rowe is in the house. PDRRE. I keep messing that up. It's PDRR Engineer. Robert Darby's in the house. Ron Moen's here. Roy Eltham is joining us. Shadow Wolf. I think this is your first time on one of my live streams. Welcome. We've got John from Schuylkill River Valley. Shays N Scale is here. Steve 87th PSAP. Wig Wag Workshop. And I think somebody just jumped in. But it looks like James from Boulder Creek Yard is here as well. Sparky 107 dropping in. If I missed you, I apologize. But thank you all so much for being here. We are going to do a build today. Before we get into the build, just really quick, things are kind of improving with the studio situation. After all the drama with the door lock, they finally installed the door lock, and then it was installed incorrectly, but now it's installed correctly. So that took a little while, but I now have a door lock that's a real lock with a deadbolt. They installed the overhead light, which it's almost square to the ceiling. It's a square light, so it's kind of there. But one thing that I did realize is I kept trying to figure out how can I adjust the shelves behind me without spending a lot of money. And I kept saying like, oh, like I can buy 2 more shelves and buy more brackets. And then what I realized that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this shelf here, the one with the Lionel stuff on it, and I'm just gonna move it up above the overhead track. So I'm gonna put all of the Lionel stuff up above, and then I'm gonna increase the spacing on all these shelves here, so I'll be able to get more stuff on the shelves height wise, but I'll still have the same number of shelves. I think I'm also gonna take this one that's over here on the side, that's at the same level as the display shelf. I think I'm going to take that one off too. So up above, I think I'm going to have 4 feet, 8 feet, and then 4 feet of shelving up above the large scale stuff. And then I'll just spread everything out. I can make stuff, stack stuff a little higher. And I think it'll be better to kind of get everything in here. One thing you may notice, maybe not, I kind of took down the layout as it was. That'll be no. See, the plan is it's the same number of shelves. Well, it might, but we'll see. See all that stock, and you'll have more space. Yeah, once I get stuff up above, I think even though I'm stacking each shelf higher, I think it'll ultimately give me more space. Sparky, you noticed the tape measure? Yeah. So, I took down the layout, the T-track, just the modules, right? So these modules here, I took them all down, or not down, but I just took them apart and put them on the table. And then I got rid of one of these tables, so now there's only one table here. And what ultimately is going to happen is I want to build this 32 inches out. So it's going to come basically right to the edge of where this is here. And then it's 64 inches this way. So about to where the edge of this is now. And that is opened up so much room here that I brought my good old trusty chair up here. So now I've got a chair that's at like this height that I can sit at. I can sit at the table now and actually work on stuff. So when I'm, doing stuff at this height, I'm now at the right height. So been doing a little bit of stuff. Yeah, maybe the doghouse will get done. Maybe. Tape measures the model train spaces equals trouble. Yeah, eventually I may add the extra shelves back in, but for now, I think just spacing them out is gonna be the thing to do. Let's see. Sparky wants to announce a contest coming up on his next live stream for 5,000 followers. I think I'm gonna give away $1,000. Whew, that's incredible. Look at that. So on your next live stream being Wednesday, this Wednesday, coming up in 2 days. So yeah, I'm a little height challenged. Now I like having the desk at this higher height because I can stand or I can sit, and I like being able to move around. I also feel like I have more energy when I'm trying to do stuff as well. So yeah, Sparky, confirm if it's this. I'm assuming it's this Wednesday at 7. There we go. This Wednesday, I'll start the contest this Wednesday. So you're not going to do like the one thing where you just do all the numbers and stuff. You'll do like you'll have we enter and then you'll pick later. Tom Strange Things wants to know if you won. Drew Dudes, is my desk adjustable? Yes. Desk goes ups and downs. There's a button and it goes and it goes ups and downs. Dwight, but he has to have 1,000 people in the live stream to do it. Are you making up rules, Dwight, or did he actually say that somewhere and I missed it? Yes, so we're sharing the chair. We ship the chair around. People get it every Wednesday or so. So yeah. Sparky is talking about the plywood he has left over from the shed build. That probably is about $1,000. I don't know why I keep adjusting the air conditioner, and it's so hot in here for some reason. That's 100 out of 1,000. Yes. What brand of desk and do I recommend it? This is an autonomous AI desk. I have not had any issues with it. I bought it a long time ago, but some people are having issues with theirs. So I would. Oh, and it's also on wheels, so it can move. I'm not having issues with mine, but do your research. There's a Reddit subreddit about standing desks, and there's a lot of good information. Robert actually has. I have some. I have some of these chairs in here. So if Robert comes by, Robert gets one of these chairs. Robert doesn't get a good chair. Okay, let's get into this build a little bit, and then we can talk about other stuff as we go. But I do want to actually get into it. Yeah. Apparently, I got my one thumbs down again. Gotta love that. Tom's Trains and Things. What's research? So research is when you're looking for a new home, and they say that the home only comes with Comcast. Is when you say thanks but no thanks. That's research. Let's see. Nope. $1,000 gift certificate at OVR. 500 first, 300 second, 200 third, and working on a fourth and fifth prize. Woo! There we go. I have a desk somewhere. I'm sure it's still underneath everything. Yeah. Speaking about giveaways and stuff, let's take a quick moment. I do want to thank everyone that are members of the channel, both through Patreon and through YouTube, as well as thanking my sponsors. If you are going to buy something from my sponsors, please use the discount code. It helps you out, but it also lets the sponsors know that people are enjoying my content and enjoying what they have to offer. So Tom says that he's going to be giving away a subscription to Comcast. Tom, you couldn't pay me enough to get a subscription to Comcast. And I say that, ironically, I've actually done work at the Comcast building, but that's a whole nother story. We'll pay you to keep it, Tom. Our stuff is working. Tom's Trains and Things, you can't give that away. Take my internet, please. Yeah, I think Starlink might be your way to go. Yeah, PTF Designs. I mean, their stuff is so incredible. I can't wait. I can't wait to get. I need to get a little bit more of this one module done, but I really want to get these lit up. Puts LEDs even in this. This is N scale, and he's got LEDs in this, and he even has LEDs in my Z scale stuff that he made. It's really great stuff. He does do discounts sometimes up to 15% on special days. So if you can wait, wait. But he is also offering 10% through this. So, yeah, a bunch of people have a few. David Adkins joining us as well. Let's. Sorry, I'm dropping stuff back here. Maybe non-subscribers. So let's get to this. We'll see how far we get on the doghouse. We might get to this open storage shed. For people that weren't here last week we put together 3 little items. We put together this outhouse. Boy, I can't even pick this picnic table up. Boy, this picnic table is hard to pick up. That picnic table and these boats we didn't really put together, but we took them out of the box and we sanded the bottoms a little bit. So today we're going to do a doghouse, and as somebody pointed out that didn't quite occur to me until they pointed it out, the dog, Shadow Wolf, thanks for the heads up. I'll definitely email Nick and let him know that he needs to update that. But yeah, I don't know. I got my glasses. I may need to get out my Optivisor though. Yeah. So if this is the outhouse, how small is this doghouse going to end up? So that should be adventurous. But you know, I could do this off camera and then show everybody the results, but you know, I thought putting together an N-scale doghouse live is the way to go. Oh, Wigwag says, I'm now an engineer. Welcome, sir. When are you bringing your dog down there? I haven't been bringing the dog down to the train room as much because they're still doing a lot of construction work outside, and they're doing a lot of sanding of stuff, and I just don't want her to I just don't want to bring her down here yet until they're kind of done all of that stuff. Tom! Looks like a birdhouse in what scale? Maybe in like O gauge or something. Do they make N-scale birdhouses? I don't know. That's a good question. So they do have instructions. Ooh, let's see. Bottom, 4 sides. It looks like there's a little like header. Piece number 6. Follow steps in numerical sequence. Cut parts spruce from sheet with sharp hobby knife. Carpenters or CA glue recommended. Paint sub-assemblies. Oh, look at this. They got like a little... Looks like there's a little smokestack thing on the side. Or is that just the corners? Maybe that's just... I don't know what that is. But yeah, the roof... looks like the roof comes in... I don't know what this is. It's like shingles, but it's paper. Oh, it's paper. We'll have to figure that out. So I guess after you put it together, I guess somehow you can shingle it. That's kind of interesting. Oh, I guess I need to does it come with a dog? This did not come with a dog. I do have a dog on one of my other on one of my modules back here. There's a little dog peeing on a fire hydrant. I need an N-scale birdhouse detailing kit. And Adam Cruz's Xfinity just crashed. Yeah, a birdhouse probably would be about a speck of dust. Building that's going to be torture. Yeah, probably. It probably will be working live on something so small. Yeah, I have a feeling... I am really hoping... now, the dog's not microscopic. Let's see. Let's see if we can tip this up a little bit. There's the dog right there, peeing on the fire hydrant. So They do make N-scale dogs. There's a dog there. Somewhere on here too. I think like I have a cat or something as well. It was a Woodland Scenics kit of animals. So yeah, I'm hoping I don't need a microscope for this, but I might. Yeah, zoom in. I'm not. Unfortunately, that is the problem with this. This is about as big as it gets. It does look like. It does zoom in more. It does look like I have multiple dog houses here, though. Oh yeah, it's a 2-pack. Look at that. So we'll try and make one. This is from GC Laser. This is my first one of their kits, but these are all the same company, so we'll see. Nope, can't see it. It is a dog. It is a dog. Tommy's Fred's Trains joining us. Let's see. So we're just gonna. How do I want to do this here? Let's just cut this in half. I think the hardest part of this is probably going to be cutting out all these pieces. Sure. Jeez, the tweezers look like the Chrysler building. Yeah. Oh, that's too funny. All right, let's try and break this carefully. No, let's not break that. Let's get a. No, let's just keep going. Let's just keep freehanding it. I'm not following the same line as last time. There we go. There we go. Okay. So I did put a new. Yeah, don't say. I did put a new blade in. Last time when I made these other ones. I didn't put a new blade in this time. I'm kind of starting to think maybe I should. Looks like the thumbs downers are starting to come out in waves. Let's see how many I end up with by the end of this. Apparently, people do not like me working on the doghouse. Oh, let's not. There we go. All right. I got 2 pieces of doghouse now. So, there we go. So we'll work on that one today. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. So where's the bottom piece? Oh, so I'm gonna guess this is the bottom piece here. Can you guys see that? I'm gonna guess that this is the bottom, and then here's like 2, 3, 4 are these guys here. So I'll start by trying to get those out. I only have one regular one. David, I might be doing this for a long time. Are we picking up the AC? Is it too loud? When I stop talking, can you still hear the AC going? I might be in the doghouse later. We'll see. I think the girlfriend just texted that she's coming home. Yeah, she's heading home. Is Comcast and Xfinity the same thing? Where's the back? Oh, where's the background music cue? Let the dogs out. It's not there. I don't know if we're on the same page, but I see 3 thumbs down. AC is fine. That's why they give you 2, so you have 1 to practice on and 1 to build right. Jim, I can never work on something that small. Yeah. Heath, don't tell your girlfriend you built a doghouse. She might send you to sleep in it. She might. So, I use a CPAP at night because I snore and it drives the girlfriend crazy. But the CPAP that I have was recalled, so I haven't been using it because it's recalled because they said if you use it, it could cause trouble, whatever. I don't know when I'm getting a new one, so I found a guy selling them on the black market and basically bought one from a guy just because you know, I needed to. So, yeah, the girlfriend was ready to throw me out. Comcast is kind of the business internet. Xfinity is another company and is the consumer version. Yeah, Daniel, I had a Dream Station 1 and I bought a Dream Station 2 off the uh you know, off the black market. So we'll see. Yeah, Daniel, if you want one, send me an email. I got the guy that I bought them from. He's got another one brand new. The one I bought off of him's working fine. No issues. He's selling them at a great price. So, yes, I have a Philips one, a Times Square side hustle CPAP. Yeah. My husband and both dogs snore like crazy, so I just sleep with a pillow over my head. See, he can't see it either. He's stalling. I know, Sparky. Okay, let's get in here. Let's cut the bottom. What I realized I did not do last time is I didn't actually sand. I didn't actually sand the, the little bumps where it's sort of still, attached. So I'm gonna try and remember, if I can, to sand the edges a little bit on this one. We'll see if I remember. I'm imagining I might forget again, but who thought this was a good idea to do live? Oh, I see. So this right here, that is probably number 6. So this is not Osborne. This is GC Laser. GClaser.com is what this is. Shay. I married a woman that is almost deaf, so she takes out her hearing aids and cannot hear me snore. Smart man, Shay. Smart man. Yeah, I have to sand it too. I also technically I should be staining it also, but I'm not gonna stain it. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna let it naturally weather. Brian Rockwell fan, welcome. I commend you for this. I built a miniatures in scale track scale, and I would not do that live for the first time. Yeah, the reason I started with this boat is I'm gonna keep kind of working. I'm gonna keep working my way up. We'll see. Hopefully, after a couple streams, I'll maybe get a little bit better at this. That maybe one day I'll become a competent modeler. I'm gonna cut this out. Oh, there we go. So the goal is just to kind of keep going, see what I can get done. If people go back and remember, I started trying to do that oil pump, but then when I got to the part where I was supposed to get it working, I kind of got stuck. So good question, Sparky. So why the knife? Let me. What do I have that's bigger? So with the laser cut items, what they specifically do is they leave a small. Might be a little hard to see probably, but they leave a little small connection point. So it's like they laser it, and then they just they don't quite laser through one spot. So what happens then is, like, this piece is then it's cut almost all the way around except for 2 small little spots. So I need the knife to break those two small little spots. James, we don't heckle Heath. Oh yes, you do. You do. Just don't cut yourself when I don't want to see blood. I don't want to see blood either. Okay, so here we are. Um, so the thing that I found to be kind of the hardest with this is how to square stuff up. Yes, Shadow Wolf, kind of like sprues. Yes. So using a little I don't really know. I don't really know that I'm doing anything with this. All right, we're gonna stop that. You know what I do want to get though? What I think I want to get. I'm getting a piece of just regular old wax paper, and I'm gonna use the wax paper so that I can glue to it, and it won't stick as much. It'll be a little easier for me to pull off because I know I'm about to make somewhat of a mess. Yeah, I don't know. So they say the first thing to do is to put down the floor and then put on one of the longer walls. So let's get yeah. So new toothpick. If I was building that piece, would have shot right out of those tweezers, never to be found again. Um, yeah, John. The night is still young. It might still happen yet. Okay, so using my ramekin, putting some glue in my ramekin. I guess I could have just put it right on the wax paper, but you know, we're having fun. So I'm gonna take. Let me see something. I wanted to see if I could find smaller. I may want to use smaller ones of these, whatever they're called, tweezers, or maybe even get like a second one. So let's. Hmm. What I'm not sure about is whether this goes on the outside of this or on the top of this. If people watched Vinny's or participated in Vinny's scratch build, he talked a lot about whether you go like to the outside of something or whether you go on top of something or how you go to it. And I don't really need. I don't really know what uh, what this is supposed to be. All right, so that was a real tiny bit of glue. Excuse me if I don't talk for a second. I'm trying to get in here. Looks pretty decent. We'll go with that. We'll call that one side. I'm knocking things down. I should just leave that off. Okay, so that's one side. So next they say to do the opposite side, which would be this guy. Don't make him laugh or he'll blow the pieces off the desk. It does sort of seem like Jim Tedesco says Heath has the hands of a surgeon. It does sort of seems like you need to have pretty delicate hands. I do like. I didn't think about this when I started using the wax paper, but having the wax paper makes it really easy to get the piece in position so that I can kind of line things up, and that's actually turning out to be very, very, very handy. I'm also learning about not using too much glue. I usually tend to just put way too much glue on things. And I'm really oh well that didn't work. And I'm really trying to just be better about using, like just enough glue, not too much glue. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of a problem with this piece. There we go. Let me get the optivisor out. Check this. Looks decently lined up, I must say. Dwight, this is not Z scale. This is N scale. But it's a doghouse in N scale. Heath doesn't want it to know, but he used to be a mohel. I don't know what a mohel is. I will have to look that up. I need Z scale tweeter. I don't know. I still haven't reorganized all my stuff, so I don't know where. Yes, Z. He made it awkward. I don't know what. I don't know what. I don't know what that is. Coming back. So here we go. Um, I got some smaller tweezers because I think these will help. So did everybody just look up mohel and nobody will tell me what it is? Dackman, that's really funny. Yeah, I don't know that an ant could fit inside this thing. All those years practicing to be a surgeon. I wish. Is that a tech that works on jewelry? Oh boy, this can go south fast. Oh jeez. Shadow Wolf is saying yep. I hope he's saying yep to a guy that works on jewelry. So this is where it's going to get, I think, a little trickier. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So 4. 4, they want you to put this guy on. And I think it's actually kind of cool. They actually have it cut so that it should slot in. So I think that's a nice little feature, but I don't know if that's actually going to make it harder to get it together or not. So I think I'm gonna. It seems to actually fit kind of nicely. So we'll put a little glue on the bottom here. Oh, okay. That is way too much glue for anybody that's watching. And let's put a little glue on these little nubbins. I think that's the technical name for these is nubbins, but I'm not 100% sure. And let's put this. Okay. Okay. Do I have looks like I've got a wall and a doghouse. Although it's a little at an angle. There we go. Oh, there we go. That's what a mohel does. Makes nubbins. My pet bolt ant wouldn't fit in Heath's doghouse. None of us are watching now. You're all looking up what mohel is. Well, maybe. Yeah, this is what I'm. Oh, now I get it, Martin. There we go. Mark from My Life Tracks. Heath, are you finishing building this? Are you going to paint it so we all get to watch it dry? as of now, I haven't stained anything. I would probably stain it, not paint it. Uh, but as of now, I'm not planning on either. Okay, so here we go. If this works, we'll have 4 walls. Um, I hear 4 walls is a good thing. That's what I'm told. Man, you really do need to have steady hands to do this. This is not easy. Okay. Now we're gonna line that up. Get the bigger tweezers out. Give it a little squeeze. There we go. Got 4 walls. So number 6. Number 6 is this little piece right here. It's funny you say that. Looking forward to Heath painting the name over the doorway. Dackman, yes, it probably would be easier to resin print a doghouse, but you know, this is kind of fun too. So let me see. I'm taking a close look. For a second, I thought maybe it said something on the little plaque. Um, Thank you, Norman. Thank you, thank you. 3D printing's awesome, but being able to kind of build this out of wood and stuff, this is kind of fun for me. This might not be fun for some people. I know some people have, situations too where this just wouldn't be possible, um, to do at this scale. Uh, I'll be there soon enough. But in the meantime, I figure I'm gonna give this a go, give this a try. So, I don't know if you guys can even see that, but here is the piece. This is number 6 right here that's going to go over the doorway. So I am going to tip this up. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's tipped up. And I'm just going to get a tiny amount of glue. Trying to see if there's a better side. Yeah. I think I want that side up. And I am going to just get a tiny bit, tiny bit of glue. Don't see any glue. Don't know if I've transferred any glue. There we go. Definitely glue there now. Pick this guy up. And we are just gonna drop it right on there. You know what might make this easier actually? If you've ever seen people paint miniatures, which I haven't seen a lot of, but they'll take something like this and they'll attach it to like a cork or something, so that you can hold on to it a little bit easier. So 7 and 8 are these roofs of pieces. So next, let's just get this a little bit out of the way. So the roof pieces, it looks like you put them together at like a 45, and Actually, hold on. Actually, looks like even the roof pieces have a little. I don't know if you can. It's really hard to see. This is kind of notched, so I think the roof pieces have. The roof pieces kind of have these cutouts, so I think those little cutouts are. Yeah, roof. 4D printing. There we go. No, we will not be doing Z scale. Who says I'm insane? Who's saying that? I can't imagine anyone would think this is insane. All right, let's cut these out. Let's flip this over because I can see where it's being held in better from the back. I just realized that this little molding that they have on here, that's quite detailed. That's really quite detailed. And I will not be making a Z scale or even an N scale birdhouse. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got. So now this piece is gonna want to go into these little notches. There we go. So it's just gonna want to slot right in there like that, and that's it. And if this didn't have a bottom, I would be able to glue it. Like that. But okay, we're gonna dap the glue inside. I'm holding one of the roof pieces in place with my hands, and I'm just gonna put a whole bunch of glue on the inside to hold it in place. Instead of trying to get it off at this point and then reline it up, we're just gonna slop glue in there and hope that it gets in the right spot. So that yellow there, that's just glue, and this is one of the roof pieces. Golden Spike will be bigger than the doghouse. You just made me choke. What did you? Oh, wait. Who's it? Limacurdy says, Split Rock, you just made me choke. What are we choking on? This doghouse will apply towards your NMRA Golden Spike Award. I hope so. Hello, everyone. I totally forgot about this live. Danny's working late field after being home for 5 days. How's it going, Sarah? We're just waiting for this glue to dry a little bit. I'm going to try and put this down. There we go. There. So there, you can see the one side now has a piece of roof on it. And next step is going to be getting this other piece on here. I'm not going to be able to glue it like I did the other one, though, so what I think I'm going to do is we'll put a little glue around the edge, and then I'll kind of mash it in there. So we're going to get some glue on this. Boy, that is a lot of glue. Boy, that's a lot of glue. That was not pretty. That was too much glue. Okay. I think we cleaned that up enough. Okay. There we go. I heard it. I'm sure you couldn't hear it, but I definitely heard it snap into place. And now we've got the two pieces of the roof on. And the next thing we're going to add is it's got this little corner molding detail. And if you look at this, So these are for the part where the roof is, and then these little straight pieces are for the other side. So that's what's going to make this sort of 9 and 10 curve to go around it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll glue the ones on that go under the roof first, and then I'll glue these little ones in on the smaller sides, because I think that'll be that'll be what I need to kind of make happen. No, this didn't come with any dogs, but you know, I don't know that my guy that lives in the shack actually has a dog. I think he might just have a dog house. So let's cut these. Let's cut these little pieces out, and then we'll try and start gluing them in. Oh, that was bad. So here's one of them. The question is, where is the other one? Well, people were waiting for a piece to fly off. Yeah. So I'm 99% sure I just lost the piece, because there is no way in heck I am going to. Did I just find it? Is that it? Or is that just another piece of scrap? I mean, that's just another piece of scrap. That's not it. Well, it looks like this doghouse is going to be missing one piece of stuff. Unfortunately, I can't really zoom into it. This is, unfortunately, the limit of my. Wait, is it? Did I just say, is this it? Or is. Yeah, no, that's the other one. Unfortunately, I'm at the limit of this camera. To be able to kind of see it better. But yeah, I'll work on getting a. Yeah, funny. Only thing people are gonna see is the roof, but I will know that the detail is missing. So let's try and get these other two out without shooting them across the room. And I think I'm going to do that by pulling them out instead of. There we go. This might be one of them. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think that's left over from yesterday, or not yesterday, but last week. How much time do I have left? 10:30. Okay, got a half hour to finish this. Okay, so here are the pieces. So now I need a generous amount of glue. And, oh, I see. So these are going to cover up sort of the corners that are kind of the very dark wood. I kind of wish I had something to hold it or something, because, yeah, it's hard to hold on to. Scratch build it. Yeah. Oh, that's too funny. Um, yeah, use that leftover part. No one will know. I'm sure you're right. I can't really see the difference between some of these. Although I'm gonna put this on, and I have a feeling once I get this on, I will actually be able to see it. This one is actually a 2.75, so should be able to get pretty close. Yeah, I think if I had some sort of helping hands with this, I think that would be good. Maybe even like if I just taped it to the top of this bottle or something, but I don't know. It's going okay. It's going okay with the two pairs of tweezers. Uh, yeah, if people write on pieces of rice. So yeah, it's I know it's the missing. I know it's missing a detail. Jeez. Uh, That's so true. So true. All right, let's get in here. Let's get these. So I'm gonna switch to a different one. The problem with the 2.5, the viewing distance is like 6 inches. But I've got this one's a 1.75, and the working thing is like 12 inches or something. So just it'll make it easier to see, maybe. So let's. So this guy is gonna go on this side here. So let's put a little dab of glue, just a little dab will do ya. Now that people were talking about how steady my hands were, my hands are shaking. Okay, over. There we go. We're getting there. Don't do that. Okay. So I think that one's good. Now we're gonna find. Let's do this one on the other side. I guess this is hard because you guys probably can't see at all what I'm doing. Um, I guess I'm adding what's called the trim. I think this would be called. Because yes, this doghouse for some reason has trim. I guess here's my question that I'm asking though. Like, this kit is hard. I can't imagine that a Craftsman kit, like, I can't imagine something harder than this. But if a Craftsman kit's gonna be harder than this, I don't know that I'm ever gonna do Craftsman kits. I think I'll stick with these little laser kits. Because that's kind of hard. Um, Tom, we can't see a thing. I can't see a thing. I can't see a thing either. So this is the part where I would crush it with my fingers on accident. Yeah, this is. I don't know how I would film this to see it, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean you can't really see it at all. I don't know if I. I wonder if I did this. Let's see. This is either going to be a really bad idea. There we go. Now you can kind of see. So I'm putting those little pieces on the front. So Roy, Roy says the larger kits are easier. You kind of pick the hardest stuff going with so many tiny things. Well, and this is, we talked about this a little bit last week, Martin. People were saying that what I'm doing now are not Craftsman kits, that these are laser cut kits. So I don't know. Looks too long. I'll sand it off later. I'm not gonna cut it off. Yeah, I probably will find the missing piece when this is over. Let's put the other pieces on the back side. This guy. I'm glad I pulled out these smaller tweezers though. I would not have been able to do this with the bigger tweezers. You know it's too much glue when the daub of glue is bigger than the piece that you're putting. Okay, I'll show you in a second. All right, so let's look at this through this thing again, like we did. Um, let's see if I can get this in there. So now you can see the difference between the one with the trim piece and without the trim piece. So it definitely changes the look. I need I'm grabbing a lens cleaning cloth because I'm thinking that maybe if I clean these, it'll be a little bit easier for people to see them. I'm just using a little like just lens cleaning cloth that I have. Hopefully, this is compatible with whatever this lens is made out of. This lens is dirty. Like there's just all kinds of stuff. I don't know that that made it any better. Oh, there we go, much better. See, so now you can see the little piece of trim on there. So I'll put a piece of trim on the other side, and we'll go from there. Already seeing the walls are out of scale thickness. Jesus. Oh man, that's too funny. Yeah, I definitely don't think this is the right piece, but I definitely think that I don't think it's gonna matter. It's on the backside also, so see now if you come though and see my layout, um, you'll have to look for these little details. 'Cause now you'll know they're there. Okay, so the next thing to do is these little. Let's see, this is kind of working. So those little four pieces there go on go on the sides of it. Hard to show. Go on the side. So just like the ends now have the little trim pieces, the little shorter ones go on the side. So we're gonna put that on. Yeah. So Daniel, I get what you're saying about it's the level of detail, and I guess my question would be: is adding the trim on this, is that the level of detail? Oh, here we go. If you add some details like a U-bolt for a rope tie, a dog bowl, water dish, and a bone, then you'll have a Craftsman kit. I still consider it, Rob from Why Are You Naked says, I still consider it a laser kit because all the pieces are pre-cut. You only remove them, just like a plastic kit cutting from the sprue. Let's see the shingles. Yeah, well, I'll get to the shingles in a second. These are going to be the shingles. So we should be there in a second. Maybe. At the rate I'm going. Who knows? I am just going to try and break these off of here so that they don't go flying off in another direction again. There they are. You can't even see them. They're so tiny. One of them broke off, so I'm going to start with that one. And I am going to, I think I'm just going to stick it in the glue and stick it on because I don't think there's, nope, that was not the way to do it. Not the way to do it. Don't just stick it in the glue. It's covered in glue, and I can't get it off the tweezers. That was the wrong thing to do. Okay, here we go. Well, I'm going to try this a little differently because this isn't staying. I'm going to try and put the glue on this. Try and put the glue on the corner and then place it on it. Alright, let's get back in here. I'm making a mess. I can't really tell. I mean, this doesn't look right. I don't like these. I don't think. I'm not sure that that's. I'm trying to find my whatchamacallit things. Not my sanding sticks, but my um what are those things called? Files. I think I'm not gonna put those on. I think we're gonna move on. I think I'm gonna move on to shingling this roof. And we'll come back and we'll come back. Maybe. Maybe we'll come back. Maybe we'll just keep going. So people are saying so Craftsman Kits, you actually would cut out all of the pieces, but I feel like if I got like a kit from Best or Bollinger or all those guys, I thought they all came laser cut. I didn't think you literally had to cut the pieces out. Am I wrong about that? I mean, I could be wrong. I actually need the pictures. I'm not sure. I don't know that they gave enough. I don't think they gave enough shingles. I don't think there's enough shingles in here to actually do this. Make this. Before laser cutting, wood kits were die cut. They do now because no one would buy the old style box of stick kits. Huh. There you go. Get a Campbell's scale model kit. I would say Clever Models makes paper Craftsman kits. Yeah, I think the conversation about what actually is a Craftsman kit and what isn't is an interesting conversation. I'm really unsure of what I'm doing with these. It's looking like I need to pull these off. And I guess I do them one at a time. 'Cause these are too big for anything else. So yeah, I guess I put them on one at a time, kind of overlap them a little bit. They look really big for shingles for a doghouse, though, don't they? Uh, Around 1970, I purchased a kite kit. Was a triplane. Opened the box and there was one piece of wood and instructions on how to cut it up for parts. Tom says paint them first. They're paper. These shingles are paper, so I don't think I'm gonna cut them. Martin says a Craftsman kit is a set of plans and a log. There you go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and overlap them a little bit. I think I'm gonna switch to Aleene's glue though. Sarah just says most of the comments are funny. I'm gonna switch to Aleene's glue. We're gonna get a fresh toothpick out. This toothpick's gonna go away. I don't know why, but I feel like the white glue is gonna do a little bit better on the white glue will do a little better for the shingles. Maybe I'll come back to these little pieces. I'm not throwing them away yet, but we're just gonna move on to the shingles for now. So I'm thinking the point. Oh, of course, Tom's got a video on shingles. So I think the point is going to go down, and the square part is going to go up. And I'm trying to think. I guess I start the full size shingles for the top angle and yes, yep, I agree with that. This guy here, this guy will drape over this edge, over the top corner. But then I think these, I think I cut out and I put along the bottom. And I'm guessing I'm gonna start on. I'm guessing I'll start on one side and work my way to the other side. Yes, definitely work from the bottom up. Don't do it. Don't do what? Uh-oh. Don't do it. Should we go watch Tom's video on shingles right now? About a decade ago, I picked up a wooden haunted house kit. I opened it up and it was a box of wood pieces. It still sits in my room laughing at me. That's funny. All right, so Tom said don't do it, and then Tom says yes. Am I the only one that's confused? All right. So we're going to put a light coat of glue over the whole thing. And then we're going to attempt to pick these up. Drop this down so I can maybe see. Apparently I stabbed it too hard and I can't get it off. Try with the all right, we got one on. Probably off a little bit too much. I'm gonna try and push it up a little bit. There we go. So now we're just gonna put a little more glue over the top of that for the next one. Is everyone in the chat telling me I'm doing it wrong? From the bottom up was the yes. Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm holding my breath. Overlapping them a little. Next will be the water bowl. If I did a water bowl, I'd probably just 3D print the water bowl. These are hard to pick up. These are very hard to pick up. Hi. Tom's posting his shingles video. I just realized I've got the Alright, so let's go with this. So that's what my shingles look like so far. They look kind of huge. So you think which I think you're talking about this piece, right? This is for the ridge of the roof? I think I fold this in half like this. And I think this goes on the ridge, no? I did they are overlapped. Not a lot, but they are overlapped. I guess I could put well, it wouldn't have enough. They wouldn't have enough because they didn't give quite enough. So do we think this just go? I think this just like if I just put that over that. Is that what we're thinking? Artie says I just throw some tinfoil over it. Tom, I saw a video a while back. I was just reading. Rookies. Geez. Refer to the picture on the package. Yeah, so the picture on the package. Let me see if I look at it this way. The picture on the package seems to just sort of be all, just seem to be all individual. But it just doesn't seem like there's enough. I didn't lose the instructions. The instructions don't tell you how to put the instructions don't have any information on the roof. They're supposed to make a diamond pattern. These are supposed to make a diamond pattern? Or these are supposed to make a diamond pattern? So I have one more of these that I could put here. And I could do a second row. See, I'm gonna fail the golden spike. I'm gonna be a big fail. It's overlap top to bottom. No roof instructions. Let's all give the manufacturer a rat. Since the shingle row is wider than the doghouse roof, take the cutoffs and make the row below the top so the seam is hidden. So this row that's on here, you're saying should have been. No, you want to overlap top to bottom. So the bottom want to be on the bottom, and then the top. I don't know. I'm just gonna make. I'm gonna cut another row of these things, and I'm just gonna put them on, and I'm gonna call it. artistic choice. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but we're just gonna pretend I know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna just do another row up top here. I'm sure I'm sure all the roofers out there are freaking out. You're doing it wrong. That's not how you make a roof. So now we're gonna pick these up. I think they were not meant to overlap side to side, only top to bottom. That's a good theory. So the good news is I do have two of them. Um, so because I have two of them, got some extra pieces and parts. I think this was only like $6 or something, so it wasn't expensive or anything. Oops. I've got some ideas. I don't know that they're good ideas. I just have some ideas. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Can I see what I'm doing? Uh, yeah, there you go. Kit bash. I'm kit bashing it. The way that shingles work is the gaps are placed the full shingle over the gap in the row below. Oh, I see what you're saying. But I've only got like 2 rows. I don't really have enough. There aren't enough rows to really like fill those gaps in. I guess the reality is in N scale, no one's going to be able to see it anyway, so that is the one good thing about N scale is you can't really see it. So after I get this one on, we'll switch to the other side. Come on. Who thought making N scale stuff was a good idea? Okay. So now I'll switch to the other side. And if I'm lucky, maybe I'll do the other side a little better. I mean, it's not not perfect. Those shingles look way too out of scale. Drew, I agree. These shingles are huge. I feel like this. I'm gonna try something a little different on this other side. Let's get some glue on there. I'm gonna try something different. I do agree. These shingles look huge. A banana. Jim wants a banana for scale. So I'm gonna do this a little bit more the way Andy talked about, where I'm not gonna overlap this bottom row, and then I'm just gonna overlap it a bit on the second row. Let's see if it looks a little bit more to scale. Something tells me it's not. Am I anywhere in the camera? Kind of. Tar paper roof. Yeah, that would have been easier. Dwight says this is really funny. Thanks, Dwight. Appreciate it. 5 minutes. 5 minutes to finish. I mean, I guess I don't have to be done in 5 minutes, but. Alright, so now I need to cut out this last set of these things here. So I realized last week I did this poll thing, and I forgot to ever end it, so people couldn't ever see the results. Tom, more people watch you rant about Comcast than people watch modeling. I think it is. With the live streams, I do kind of think people like just the conversations. Now, what I'm going to try and do is what Andy was talking about. I'm going to put this one right there. And then this one will go right there. And then this one will go right here. And then this one, I need to cut it in half. What did Split Rock say? Then I would need a cat, not a dog. Cat on a hot tin roof. Keep missing it. Cat on a tin roof. Does Comedy Central interchange with New York Central? Oh, that's good. That's a good one, Edward. I like that one. When the roofers re-roofed our house, they also re-roofed our dog's house with the same shingles for free. Drew Dudes, that is awesome. That is a good roofer. Alright, so we're going to try and cut this in half. Well, that was not the best cut in half job ever. But let's add a tiny bit more glue on the two corners. And when I say a tiny bit, I did not mean that much. Then we're going to take and put a half shingle over here. Or at least a piece of green something. And then we'll put this other half shingle and turn it over. Come on. Boy, this last shingle does not want to go on, does not want to cooperate. There we go. There we go. Alright, so I do think side 2 was better. So here is, let's see, I believe this was side A, and then this was side B. And side B I definitely think looks better than side A. Now what I think I want to do is I think I'm going to cut up it based on this. Based on this, it looks like there's like a row flat on top. So I think I'm just gonna I don't know. Norman, I agree. I think people just like hanging out. I think that's a big part of the community. That's why I kind of like doing this stuff. Lynn says side B. John says, Lordy, that's small. I will not be doing a 12-hour stream, but my neighbors built a new doghouse. My dog moved in with them. Oh, Rob, that's funny. All right. Let's I'm wondering. So what I'm thinking is if I take this and just sort of like cut it and then put the row across the top. I don't know. Let's see. So let's start at the front. I'm either going to complete the roof cap. Shadow Wolf says the roof cap is between the tweezer tip and the wax paper on line 5. So you think this? You think this? I just fold. See, at first I thought I could just fold this, and this would just kind of like go on like that. Is that what people are thinking? See, I don't. I think though, looking at the other picture, use that rooftop you had before on the peak. Do you think that's on the peak, or do you think, see, from the instructions, it looks like you take these guys and you put like you take these guys and you put these on the peak like this, like running lengthwise. You cut it out initially. There were smaller shingles with a seam, and then the larger individual ones. Not sure, hard to see. Yeah, it's hard to tell. So I cut out the individual ones here. What I guess I'm just not sure about is maybe like it's like I could cut this out, right? And then I can use this as the top. But I don't think that's right. My hubby would only move if they bought a bigger TV. Whereas I kind of think these want to go on like this. Like I think if I just take these and glue a row across the top, that kind of covers that gap. Good night, John. I'm just gonna do that. Right or wrong, it's my railroad. I'm gonna put a thing of glue across the top. I'm gonna glue these shingles on across the top. Drew dudes, this is still insane. Too funny, Drew dude. Alright, so a little more glue, a little more Eileen's. I'm gonna use the butt of this just because the other side's got too much glue on it. I'm gonna make this. Putting glue across the top. I have no idea what I'm doing. That wasn't obvious enough. So this looks like what the picture looks like, is that they put them across the top like that. Cover the top with glue. So I put some glue on, and then I'm putting these shingle pieces up there, which is just like a little bit of green, so that there's kind of just a row of green at the top. So it'll be like a little green ridge line up at the top. I'm just making these a little skinnier. I think they should be skinnier. I'm gonna be in the doghouse after this. Not really, but come on. Come on. Why is it always like the last one just doesn't want to cooperate? Like it's like you get 3 out of 4, without any issues, and then the last one just wants to fight you the whole way. Okay. It's my doghouse. You're right. So what I did, we'll go like this and we'll show you. So what I did is I just added some sort of shingles across the top so that hopefully it'll kind of cover up the seam at the top. And we'll see. If I can get them kind of flat-ish as they dry. And messing them up by touching them. They were better before I touched them. I think if I take this doghouse and I put this doghouse next to this outhouse and next to this picnic table, I can pick up the picnic table. It does sort of seem a little bit like the shingles are just a little bit out of scale. And I'm thinking too, the shingles, I think I need to like give a little spray, a brown or something to take the color down a little bit. Make them a little browner. Oh, I just realized I had the outhouse upside down. There we go. There we go. Still a nice little trio. I'm not laughing at that, Daniel. I was laughing at Tom's. I need a Prozac after this. Let's see if I hold this one up. This one's a little dirty too. That does that help at all? Not really. This one I think helps. There we go. Kind of see the little opening of the doghouse. Put a little dog in there. Well, I think we're starting to get a little scene. So this module, here's the module, and I think we'll start. I don't know where things are gonna go, but I think we're starting to have a scene. I think next week. Yeah, it was upside down. It's not upside down anymore. I got it right side up now because yeah, upside down would be tough. Nicely done on the laser kits. End scale is tough. End scale is tough. I think next week I'll work on this guy. Um, it should be pretty simple and straightforward. I don't know. I say that and then I look and I see all these lines. I don't know what's going on. It looks like the biggest detail on this is going to be the roof. Depending on how quickly this one goes, we'll get onto the little shack as well. If you missed it, the idea is I'm trying to do a whole little scene up here with a little fishing village down here to kind of give this, and then we'll add some water and stuff, and kind of pull it all together. Put a dog in the outhouse. Now that tells a different kind of story. Uh-oh, what did I jinx? I second Norman's idea, or maybe put a cat in the doghouse. There you go. That's what she said about dogs. Well, thanks everyone for being here. I guess I can go to this screen. I really appreciate everyone being here. I hope this was as amusing for you guys as it was for me. I am going to head back upstairs and try and recover from this live stream. Hopefully next week will be. I thought the doghouse was going to be simple. It was definitely harder than I expected it to be. It just kind of it was harder than I thought. I thought it was going to be much easier. But now, we're coming together. Creepy, you won last week. No more. No more. CB, I still can't get over how this guy lives in an old lumber yard next to a creek with this outhouse emptying into the creek with a picnic table next to it. Hey, man, it's my railroad. So, I gotta make it happen. But thanks, everyone, so much for being here. Have a fantastic week. Check out your fellow model railroaders. Keep the train on the rails. I guess that's a good say. I need to come up with some ending saying for my live streams. I don't have one yet. So I'll just say thanks again for all the members, and I will catch you again.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity.